So very good morning to all of you. My name is Raja Roy Chaudhary, and I'm signing on from Board Infinity office in Mumbai. So today we will have a interactive session, and we would like to understand how we need to move ahead. Ashutosh, you are unable to hear. Just a minute. Yeah, can you hear me now? Am I audible? Okay. Thanks. Rahul, you are not able to hear. Can you hear me now? Okay, fine. No audio, Ashutosh? Check at your end. So we'll have the introductory session to data science and analytics today. We would like to share with you what you can expect by learning this subject and how you can shape up your career in the near future. So when we talk about analytics, we go from number crunching to collating information and then deciphering information and get meaningful feedback out of it. So when we talk about analytics, we are basically looking at 180 zettabytes of data by year 2025. And in this 10 years, from 10 zettabytes, it is exponentially growing to 180 zettabytes. So you can understand the importance of data handling and analytics to back it. So this tectonic shift from basic usage of data to deciphering meaningful information from data helps us to usher in what we call the fourth industrial revolution, or the digital business transformation. So analytics is omnipresent. Whether we are determining credit risk, we are trying to develop new medicines, we are trying to find more efficient ways to deliver products and services, we are trying to prevent financial fraud, we are trying to uncover cyber threats, or just try to retain the most valuable customers. We need to understand that analytics helps us in our business and the world around it. So as business moves away from gut feel based decisions to decisions which are data driven, it is an imperative that today's new age business manager knows how to harness the benefits of technology. The business analytics market, if you just focus on the business analytics market, it is expected to surpass at least 200 billion in the next 2 years. The worldwide revenue in 2016 was pegged at 130.1 billion. So there will be a compounded annual growth rate of 11.7% till 2020 if we are going to achieve 200 billion or more. So what is analytics in a layman's language? Analytics is all about collecting, processing, analyzing, and interpreting data. And by doing so, you derive deep insights and you continue to give yourself an edge as well as to your organization, which believes in the power of data. Now let us look at the various technologies which impact modern day business. Look at the manufacturing sector. It's all about automation. You have companies like Dassault Systems and Siemens and Philips, which have come out with great interactive 3D design and 3D printing. Today's age is the age of smart electronics. And even supply chain in the manufacturing sector has been greatly optimized. Radio frequency interactive device and Internet of Things, or IoT. Look at the transportation sector. You have the concept of self-driven cars, smart cars, hybrids, you have computer vision, you have GPS navigation, early warning systems to prevent accidents. If you look at the banking and finance sector, algorithmic trading, 99% of banking and insurance is completely online. You can look at opportunities out of cryptocurrencies and blockchain. Now, blockchain is a digital ledger which will help you to understand how to transfer information, products, and money. Then we have internet banking and payments, money laundering and crypto forensics, and then identity security. Properly, you can't move ahead in the banking and insurance sector. Let's come to media and entertainment. You have today what is called video on demand. Then you have virtual reality, augmented reality. You use what is commonly called Oculus Rift or head-mounted displays onto your cell phones, and you can watch videos, 3D movies, and then comes the concept of recommendation systems. Now, what do you mean by recommendation systems? For example, if you consider Amazon and you would like to buy a certain product from Amazon, the moment you log into Amazon, look or search for that particular product, you'll find how many people have bought it for the last 3 months, how many people have bought it in the last 3 days, how many people have looked for that particular product in the last 3 hours, the reviews, whether they're positive or negative, which will basically influence your purchasing decision. So influencer marketing practices in the .com world is possible with the help of recommender systems. Amazon, prima facie, has the best recommender system in the .com world. Now, recommender systems work on the philosophy of what is called collaborative filtering. It's all about algorithms. So when you talk about media, you have video on demand, you have Amazon Prime and Netflix, which was not there a few years back. You have Oculus Rift or head-mounted gears, and you have recommendation systems. Look at the retail business. It's all about digital marketing, all about internet retail. Look at the healthcare business. AI plays a pivotal role in detecting issues which are very challenging in the healthcare world. And also, we can have remote access, robotics surgery. The senior doctor may be sitting in his dispensary or clinic in Mumbai and navigating how a surgery is held in Bangalore with the help of AI or robotics. Then we have in healthcare, Internet of Things, and also wearable technology. Now, when we talk about wearables, it can be the Samsung watch, it can be the Apple smartwatch or the iWatch. And what do you do with that? You can check your BP, you can check your pulse, you can check your body temperature, how many kilometers you have walked for that particular day. And in Japan, there is something called smart toilets, which has been designed by a company called Toyo Limited. Now, what do they do when you go and use such a smart toilet? Your blood pressure, possible your urine sample, your blood sugar tests, all these things are possible. And then the data is collected, put in a folder, and transferred to the nearest health club or gym where you remember or where you intend to go next, so that your personal instructor or maybe the guy who is heading health informatics in the gym will have access to your data, which is live, because it's what exactly is your current health status for that particular day. And if things are not very okay, will advise you to take things lightly. So in that way, it's an early warning system for the human body to take precautionary measures. Look at the information technology and the BPO sector. You have soft and you have hard robotics. You have machine learning. You have artificial intelligence. Most of the international banking work, which happens out of the Indian subcontinent, there's a great usage of machine learning. If you look at the telecom sector, you have IoT, you have voice over internet protocol, 4G is soon going to be 5G. You have analytics, where you use predictive modeling to understand that in a mobile telephony market, whether you're churning or cannibalizing the current market, or you're increasing your new customer database. Now that becomes a big challenge. And why would customers move from one mobile operator to the other? And then you have the feature called intelligent networking. Now in business analytics, what are the domain-specific impacts? Look at the information systems area. Everything is on cloud, so cloud computing becomes very important. Then it's big data and analytics. Then you have what is called mobile computing. Most of the time, we are glued to our cell phone because whatever we do it on it. So mobile computing becomes very important. And then we have something which is called deep learning. Now I'll try to give you a simple example. We all use Ola and Uber. Now they are radio taxis. They don't own those vehicles, but they are a top-class supply chain software company. Now, how do surge pricing work in such radio taxi operators? They track your travel pattern over the last 7 days or the last 3 weeks or the last month, your starting point and your destination, your preferred timing, your preferred car, and accordingly, they use machine learning tools or what is called TensorFlow to optimize your pricing. So every now and then, you will find the pricing changing. Even the drivers who drive Uber, they are also given advanced information about remote places where actually they would hate to go, but they get extra incentive. Now that is how deep learning helps in radio taxi operation. Look at finance market, high frequency trading, everything is digital. You use machine learning and you use predictive modeling. Now I'll give you a simple example of predictive modeling in finance. We all know that bond market or scripts are very important in the finance world. Now in a typical bond, market, you have the ratings, A triple star, A double star, A single star. So the rating is the discrete variable in the bond market. And based on the rating, the portfolio manager will advise you to buy the bond or not. Now, this is the good part of it. But there are a lot of challenges in the market. The market doesn't work the way you wish the market to work. So there will be demonetization, there will be improper implementation of GST, there can be a warlike situation, there may be the ruling party in power losing power in certain states, and all this will upset the apple cart. And possibly the market will go through ups and downs, and you may not get the desired return. Now, why is it so? Because when you talk about predictive modeling, you talk about probability, you talk about chance, and all these algorithms which are developed man-made. So when things are developed man-made, there will be a sequence or set of patterns which follow a degree of constancy. Now that is a self-defeat mechanism in the world of predictive modeling or analytics. Look at the marketing sector. You have what I said 5 minutes back, the concept of recommender engines or recommender systems in e-commerce companies. You have social media, where you have social marketing, social listening, social dashboards, social CRM. You have the internet, user interface and experience. You have machine learning, deep learning, AI. Look at the HR or human resource area. Candidate profiling is done automatically. Employee sentiment analysis. Why do employees leave? What are the reasons for employees to leave? And human resource also has forensics inbuilt as an opportunity to analyze using data science. What sort of typical job profiles do you have in India? You guys are all going to learn data science with us, so you need to know what exactly you can expect. So you have the consulting companies, you have the finance, telecommunication, retail startups, the big four, which is Google, Facebook, Amazon, and LinkedIn. You'll have old business conglomerates, which are getting into the new age businesses. This is the data which we have gathered from Glassdoor and Monster India. So there are primarily two distinctly different roles. At the entry level of freshers with people with 0 to 4 years of experience, they are junior business analyst, or they develop a senior business analyst. So they need to understand data management, statistics or quant, machine learning, big data using Apache Spark, R and Python, and data visualization using either Advanced Excel or Tableau. Now, these are the typical skill sets which you require if you wish to get into that business space. For slightly senior people, 4 years and above, you can become a junior data scientist, a senior data scientist, a data engineer, okay? For that, computer science engineering, again, quant, stats and maths, statistical modeling becomes very important, whether you use Advanced Excel or SPSS or SAS. Then we talk about SQL, which is all about structured query. But the world doesn't work on structured modeling. It works on unstructured data, unstructured modeling. So NoSQL or MySQL becomes important, or maybe MongoDB. Then you have either the SAS or the IBM path when it comes to analytics. Predominantly, SAS analytics is a world leader. When you talk about opportunities in Facebook, 70% of Facebook staff who are not in admin are in analytics. Then you have Walmart Labs, you have Google. The complete advertising section of Google in Hyderabad is full of analytics people. Amazon supply chain optimization. all those hundreds and thousands of startups which are there in India. Then you have the algorithmic trading, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Stanton Chase, Deutsche Bank, Northern Trust, Goldman Sachs. Then you have HDFC and Axis Bank in India, which uses SaaS heavily, and it has helped them in fraud detection and in marketing analytics. It has increased their business to minimum 40% over the last 5 years. Then the risk management companies and the big four accounting firms, McKinsey, Accenture, Deloitte, PricewaterhouseCoopers. And then you have the BPO or the KPO industries. The job profiles in India. Now, I'm just trying to give you examples of the type of jobs I got involved in the last 2 to 3 years when we helped people to study and then join companies. In the consulting world and in the banking and financial sector, text analytics is important, loan or insurance underwriting, fraud detection, cloud computing, machine learning, and algorithmic trading. In the internet companies like Facebook, Amazon, etc., disaster monitoring. Now, this is where it's very important to understand that companies like Facebook or eBay or LinkedIn or maybe Amazon, they are using thousands and thousands of servers. So the clock speed of the servers, the RAM of the servers, these are huge challenges. And if there is any downtime, it is anti-business. So a preventive or a predictive maintenance system is very important. That's why disaster monitoring becomes important. Recommendation engines, AWS engineers, and CRM analytics, which is a subset of ERP or SCM. Conglomerates, IoT-based data science projects, huge number. Cloud infrastructure, ERP analytics, predictive maintenance and lean manufacturing, optimization of transportation and supply chains. That's also a huge opportunity in the world of data science. When you talk about startups, IoT, chatbots, huge opportunity. Consumer analytics or marketing analytics, health informatics, mobility, and computer vision. The type of jobs you usually come across in the market, like MSCI looks for quantitative data scientist, Standard & Poor's big data analyst, Syntel machine learning engineer, Deutsche Bank data analyst, Zycus either in supply chain, pre-sales or data scientist, Tech Mahindra senior data analyst, Intelligent Node business analyst, L&T Infotech big data testing or consultant, Brandscapes Worldwide media company senior data analyst, Media.net data scientist, Edelweiss, which is a financial company, data science. In startups like Metcops, they're looking for data analyst. Pentasion Analytics is looking for junior and senior data analyst. Quantify is looking for data scientists. If you look at big companies, GTL, telecom performance analyst. And interestingly, FedEx, a supply chain company, is looking for a marketing analyst. Now, why is FedEx looking for a marketing guy? Now, suppose I'm in US and my wife's birthday is there and she's in India and I can't reach her and I would like to greet her and I would like to give her a gift. So I get in touch with FedEx and we discuss about a preferred time, maybe 11:55 or 11:59 in the night, where FedEx can knock my door in India and can hand over a bouquet of flowers. Choice of flowers can be discussed too and decided, and maybe a greeting card from my side. Now that is clinical precision, which in marketing, which can change the face of business. So a supply chain company needs to have a very strong marketing face. And that's why FedEx, when they look for analysts, they look for marketing guys. Let's look at the comparative analysis of salaries in the last 2 to 3 years. Average salary is 9.5 lakhs in India. An average growth rate in the analytics sector in the last 2 to 3 years is about 15%. Which are the skill sets you require to gain such salaries? Highest will definitely be predictive modeling. I'll come to how you study all this later on. Then it's data engineering. Then it's big data. Then it's data mining. And then it's simple MIS reporting. So guys who are young with about 4 to 5 years of experience, understanding advanced analytics or predictive modeling will be expected to earn salaries within the range of 12.1 lakhs, which is an average salary in the last 3 years. The cities and the salary trends. Mumbai is numero uno, 13.3 lakhs is the salary which usually people with 4 years plus experience get, followed by Bangalore, then Delhi NCR region, Pune, Hyderabad, Chennai. The learning path, our offering, we are looking at 100 plus hours of training, which will comprise of live webinars, self-learning with the help of e-learning videos, tests, assignments. You'll have use cases and case studies and projects. All the live webinars will have a recorded version of it for you to access it later on. You'll have personalized sessions and you'll complete the project, the program with the final project. What would be the content? You start with introduction to data preparation, an introduction to data science. You will learn how to use Excel, advanced Excel and Visual Basic. And Excel is, by the way, the bedrock in the world of data science. Once you understand Excel, even the Excel 2016 version has something called Analysis Toolpack. Previously, in Excel, you can't run multivariate distributions. You can only play with 2 variables. Now you can run multivariate distributions by using Analysis Toolpack. Then you will get into pure statistics or quant. You will learn standard deviation, ANOVA, MANOVA. You will learn chi-square distribution, T distribution, F distribution, Poisson distribution, normal distribution, binomial distribution, mean, median, mode, how to work on histograms, ojibes, scattered diagrams, exploded pie charts, and then we come to programming. When we come to programming, please understand, we are moving away from the world of C++ and Java. It is more English-like with just the programming logic. So you learn standard Python and advanced Python. Then you learn standard R, advanced R. So when you learn Python, you will be in the future in a much better position to understand how to use web scraping or sentiment analysis or work with NLP or natural language programming. When you learn R, you can use how to use R to develop predictive modeling tools which can sit on machine learning in future. So your future gets secured because R and Python are the 2 intrinsic programming languages which will help you to move into the world of AI, machine learning and deep learning. And then we will complete the program with data exploration and data visualization. Now, when we talk about data exploration and data visualization, we will use Excel, advanced Excel, and if possible, with time permits, we can use Tableau too. So that pretty well sums up our offering, but this is level 1. Level 1 of our offering is a certificate program in data science that gives you insights into quantitative methods or Python, data exploration and data visualization. In future, level 2 can have big data using Hadoop, using Apache Spark, Scala, Pig, Hive, and MongoDB, and then relational database with NoSQL. And there can be a learning path 3, which will have machine learning, artificial intelligence, deep learning, feature engineering and anomaly detection, natural language with sentiment analysis, and recommender systems. So the world of data science and analytics can be divided into 3 segments. Segment 1 gives you a good entry into the world of data science. Now, understanding languages, understanding technology is one part of the subject, but you need to map that with business. And that is where the importance of use cases or case studies come into play. Guys, any questions? I'm ready to take over any question from your side. Any questions? You can write on the chat box or ask me the questions.
Hello.
Yeah.
Will we also be taught machine learning in this program?
No, this part of the program will not have machine learning. That will be the level 2. That's why I explained to you that in level 1, we will have R and Python, data exploration and data visualization. Machine learning will come in level 2 along with AI and deep learning.
Okay.
It's a separate track. But when you learn R and Python, Sandesh, you can apply that and pick up machine learning easily.
Okay. So, apart from Python and R, which other languages would be covered, or only Python and R, which you had mentioned, would be covered?
Right now we will cover Python and R, because if we want to cover SAS, you have to pay extra to SAS Academy, because SAS Academy will offer an international badge certification that costs about 50 to 20,000 rupees extra.
Okay. No, I was wondering about TensorFlow and.
TensorFlow is machine learning. Please understand.
Okay. Okay.
TensorFlow is a subset of machine learning. When you learn machine learning later on, then all this will be applicable.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, Siddhant.
Hi. Actually, I want to ask you that I'm not from a technical background.
Okay.
So, what do you suggest that I do to enhance my basics?
See, when you talk about basics, Siddhant, you need to learn Excel.
Okay.
If you learn Excel, we will teach you advanced Excel and Visual Basic. We will also train you in quant and how to use quantitative techniques using Excel. That's the bedrock. That's the basic fundamental on which you need to work.
Okay. So Excel is the basics for
Yeah,
everything.
rest all will be taken care of.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, Kiran.
Sir, you told about Python, advanced Python. What are you going to like NumPy, Pandas? Are we going to
Yeah.
learn the also?
All those things will be taught.
And there is OpenCV also for computer vision.
Everything will be covered. Session by syllabus will be given.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Any other questions? So Akash, there are 3 levels. Oh, Shwetali, there are 3 levels. Level 1 would be introduction to data science, which I talked about right now. Level 2 can be AI, ML, deep learning. And level 3 can be big data using Apache Spark. These are 3 different courses. Understood? Okay, thank you. Any other questions? This course is just not base building. This is beyond that. Your base is with respect to your learning in Excel, Visual Basic, and Quant. But then you learn data exploration, data visualization, and complete R and Python programming. Well, Ashutosh, if you go through the slides, I had shown you the typical job roles in the market. We can share the slides with you guys and you guys can later on go through that. Job roles would be basically for freshers or people with 0 to 2 years of experience. It will be junior business analyst or business analyst. And for others, junior data scientist or data engineer. And you can get opportunities in the retail market, in the FMCG market, in the banking and insurance market, in the IT and ITES market, in the supply chain market, health informatics market, media entertainment market. Well, Vishal, you have registered for machine learning course. Yes, it will be taught after the course overview. You're right. So guys, thanks for your time and patience. Enjoy the rest of the Sunday, okay, with your loved ones. And we can again log in next week. Bye-bye for the time being.